Okay, I'm at the cemetery. Today we are sitting with Sword, S-O-A-R-D. And it's a little bench and it has two angels like this. And there's a pond with a bunch of geese. I don't know if you can see. So I want to talk about how life won't leave you alone, basically. In that if there's something you're meant to see and look at, then life's going to force you to see and look at that. If there's something you're meant to do, then you're going to do it. It's not going to leave you alone. And if there's something you're meant to leave behind, you're going to leave it behind. So don't worry. Life is going to get you where you need to go and where you're going. And this kind of points to surrender. And listen, at some point, your life is going to force you to surrender. And how this works is, I mean, I guess it's completely individual for everyone, but I can just say in my experience. For example, I had a lot of things inside myself and patterns that I was running from. And I thought, if I just go somewhere else, if I just be around different people, if I just change myself, if I do drugs, if I just keep on getting more and more stuff, getting more and more hobbies, like doing more things, then I won't have to look at this. But because it's just my destiny in this life to look at those things, it would never leave me alone. You know, everywhere you go, you take yourself with you, and you can't really run from yourself for long. And like, for example, I had these kind of patterns of relationships, like with friendships and romantic relationships and all kind of stuff like that. And so I kept on just trying to, whenever I'd realize this, like I just kept trying to go away from them, like run away from them. Because I thought that would fix it. But then everywhere new that I went and every new person that I met, that same pattern just kept on coming up over and over again. Like I couldn't make it not. And this was basically life forcing me to look at it. Like whether I had a choice or not, I had to look at that shit because it wouldn't fucking stop. And life just won't leave you alone, really. If there's something you're supposed to do, then it's just basically going to keep coming up over and over again, and it's going to keep on nagging at you, and it's always going to be in the back of your mind and in the back of your heart, until eventually you just do it. And in a way, you come to realize you can't really force these things. Like only life can force it, because these things can only happen when you're ready for them to happen. And the only way you can be ready is if life makes you ready. And so you can have all these thoughts come up of like what you need to do or what you don't need to do. Instead of worrying about what your thoughts are saying, what you think you should want, look and see what you actually want. What you think you should do, look and see what you're actually doing. And when you look and think about what you supposedly need, look and see what you actually need. And life is always going to give you exactly what you need. So that's why it's important to be present with what's being shown to you. And if you don't, then life's going to make you. And maybe it feels scary at first when you realize this or when you see this, like maybe you feel kind of out of control. And well, it's because it's true, you are out of control. You know, God is running this whole show. And God has his own intentions for you and plans for you in this life. Regardless of if that's what you think you want or what you don't want. It's going to be what it's going to be for you. And it's the shit that you try to run from and avoid the most that is most likely what God is leading you to. So just in this, remember that you're never alone. There's a momentum that's been in play since the beginning of time that is just being carried out. In the expansion of the universe and the seeming concept of time and human history and stuff, this is just all a momentum that's just playing out. And nothing's going wrong. All of this is just happening for God to experience himself through, God's not a him, but experience itself through every form and every experience. And the way God wants to experience itself through you is playing out through the experiences of your life. So just know that ultimately everything's taken care of and you're going to be just fine. And no matter how easy and good and successful your life is or how hard it is, eventually we're all just going to die, like all these bros. And then you're just going to be at peace. And this life won't have even meant anything to you. So just do your best and do what you can, and look at what you need to look at and do your best. And don't let your mind trick you into thinking that it has control over any of this. Let it play its little game and think its little thoughts, and let it think it has control if you need to, but know in your heart that this path is divinely ordained. And made just for you.